Now in Seoul, passengers pay a minimum of 3,000 won when they take a taxi. But that basic fare is expected to rise substantially this year. It's hoped that the increase will improve taxi drivers' working conditions. The capital's residents, however, seem generally unhappy about the plan. Our Park Hee-jun went to gauge some public opinion and filed this report.
The Seoul Metropolitan Government is in the process of hiking the basic taxi fare within the city. At present, it's 3,000 won or $2.80, but the city government is pushing to raise the fare to either 3,900 or 4,500 won. The plan is being considered to reflect inflation and to enhance taxi drivers' working conditions by raising their relatively low income.
The Seoul City government promised to raise taxi fares every 2 years, but they've remained the same for many years now. It's already overdue, and especially with inflation, I think a higher fare is reasonable.
Seoul City recognizes the need to raise taxi fares, and it says the increase will be followed by better service. But the public who think that taking a cab is already expensive as it is appear to have a relatively negative opinion of the plan.
Raising the basic fare would be burdensome for students and the unemployed. I think more people would prefer to use public transportation, and it would end up negatively affecting the taxi industry.
The government is also pushing to extend nighttime charges. The extra charges are currently applied at midnight, but the starting point is likely to be pulled down to 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. Many Seoulites dislike the idea, as living in a city that never sleeps often requires them to grab a cab late at night.
As a student, I don't take taxis often at night. But if the new plan is implemented, I definitely won't be taking them at all late at night.
If nighttime charges are extended, wouldn't that force young people to go home earlier? I personally like that idea, but still 10 p.m. is too early, as many people in Seoul use transportation until very late at night.
Extending the period of nighttime charges will affect many people, especially students whose classes end late. I would also want to go home earlier to avoid paying extra costs.
If the policy takes effect, it would be the first hike in 5 years and the largest increase since 2001. Although the policy is still under discussion, the fare increase is likely to be implemented this year, possibly in July after the local elections. Park Hee-jun, Arirang News.